vlog. So, recap on day one. Met a lot of people, of course, shook a lot of hands. Um, let's see, today I learned a lot about the sales cycle, how it's changing, what are marketing agencies expecting for trends in the next like 12 to 18 months. So that was very informative. Learning about how the sales cycle has definitely gotten longer due to the content binging. So that was very informative. Of course, learned some stuff about operations, how you want to be able to scale and make sure that you aren't the number one asset in the business, which still got to work on that. But most importantly, met a lot of people. Met one guy who got like 5 businesses. So it's just really always interesting to hear and talk to people like that, because in your day-to-day life, right, you may not hear that. So it's always cool to hear. Like, I was asking, like, how do you have so much time in the day to deal with 5 businesses? And it came back to automations, putting the right people in place. And then he basically just checks in with all of them. But what I love that he was talking about was how he has kids, like a 20 and an 18-year-old, and how they're both now wanting to be entrepreneurs. So I was like, well, do you think that that's because they saw you? And he's like, yeah. He was like, I think it's because they see like, hey, my friends can't do these things, but because my dad does this, that allows us to live a certain lifestyle that maybe we wouldn't have been able to do. So they were able to start learning different skill sets at a young age to where they're using them now. And he was like, yeah, my daughter did college for like 1 semester, found out it wasn't for her, and now she does like marketing and is about to get her real estate license and like sells clothes. And I'm like, dang. Then he's like, my son, he does guitar lessons and does copywriting. So like just being able to hear stuff from people and kind of just understand their story and where they're coming from, man, is always good when you come to this. And that's why it's so important to always talk to people that don't look like you, especially in my case, because y'all know I'm chocolate. So it's always good to talk to people that don't look like you, and that are just doing different things, because that is what gets to expand your mind. Maybe you had an idea, but you didn't know, how to get there or what that really means. But you can start talking to people who doing it at a bigger level. Oh, okay, that's possible. This is possible. I can do that if I do this. Hey, I need to go back and work on this, etc. So that's pretty much it. I guess I'll check in with y'all later. Right now, there's a party going down tonight. So I'm finna go check in with the crew, make sure they straight, make sure they eat. Then I'll go to the party, go shake some more hands, meet up with some people, and that'll be it for day one. All right, we at day 2, about to go hit. Met this guy yesterday named Atiba. So we finna go check him out, see his presentation. After that, we gotta shake more hands. I think the goal I wanna set is meet 10 new people every day, shake hands. And I am definitely behind on that goal because I've only, I think, met 1 new person. So I'm behind, gotta get on that. But I'll check in with y'all shortly. Bro, they got us up here partying on the rooftop. I don't know what kind of music this is, but yeah. Party with the big dog, spend that money. We in here, got the crew. We in here. Y'all see this view? That's the marina. Like water, the boat. I don't know whose boats those are. Not my business, but apparently it's a ton of boats. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if it's a boat or a building or I don't know. I don't know if y'all can see that back there, but there's the bridge to Coronado. May have to hit that, but man, this is beautiful, bro. All this because you partying with the VIPs. Look at that. I wish it was morning time so you could see, but there you go. Uh-oh, all the cues need to start. Oh yeah. Vlog, what up? We are on day 3 of the summit. I don't know why, but I didn't do too many videos yesterday. But today, though, we are here. It's not as sunny as it's been. It looks kind of like, I guess it's gonna rain. I don't know. But I'm just happy it ain't hot because of this long walk. But anyway, let's see. Big takeaways from yesterday. Of course, got to shake a couple of hands. Like I told you, my goal is to meet 10 people every day. I used to kind of speed through that, but I've learned that it's more important to make quality relationships. So I'd rather have a few quality relationships than a bunch of surface ones. So, you know, I got to talk to some people. Found a guy that was doing some awesome stuff in real estate. Let me think what else. He was doing that. Somebody else from Punta Cana. I got an agency. Met somebody that sources like staff from like Mexico. Just some of everybody. So that was cool. So yeah, man. Getting out here, meeting a bunch of people. So that's been cool. It stink out here. Somebody farted. But anyway, so that was cool. Had the rooftop party, so that was cool. Got to chill with my mastermind group, get to know them a little bit better, so that was cool. So yeah, it's been a good day. Learned some stuff. Got to hear Pete Vargas speak again. So just talking about how to best push events. So that was cool to hear him. Heard some other creatives give their ideas on how to grow your audience or grow your brand. Heard this guy named Steve Sims, who was funny to me. But was just essentially talking about your brand and consistency across platforms. Got to hear Logan Paul talk, which I'm not going to say was informative per se, but more, what's the word? He wasn't informative. It was just interesting to see how he moved, how he thinks, because he does have one of the biggest brands. So, you know, there was that. So we going into day 3. They got some more speakers. Today is probably the shortest day. I think it's over at like 4. But I just wanted to say, West Coast people, I like it and I don't. Like, I like how I get up at 7:30, and I'm like, man, I'm up early. And I go to bed at like 11:30 or 12. And I feel like a regular adult. The bad part is, y'all food is expensive here, bro. And y'all ain't got no grits. I don't understand how you ain't got no grits. And y'all got the nerve to be expensive. So, you know, I ain't really feeling that. But, yeah, me getting up early, it make me feel super productive. So, there's that. It's just hard to make that mind change about like the time change part, cause you know 7:30 here is really 10:30. But yeah, so that's it. I'll check in with y'all later.
Incredible, guys! I'm excited. Alex, here's what I want you guys to do. I have a little thing that I want you guys to do. Everyone here is going to take a picture at some point in time. We're going to blow up Alex on Instagram. All right? Put whatever your favorite quote is, the favorite thing he says, even the stupidest thing he says. I don't really care. But I want you to quote him, tag him, we're going to blow him up on Instagram. Guys, this guy doesn't need any introduction. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to get off the stage. Without any further ado, let's give it up for Alex Hormozi.
All right, y'all. The conference is over. Day 3. It's a wrap. So it was pretty cool, man. Day 3. I got to see Alex Hormozi. So, you know, I read his book literally like 3 months ago. So I'm a huge fan of it. $100 million offers. Go get that. But it was cool to see him in person. And, bro, dude is jacked. Like, you know, most people are like, oh, Cam, you big. Dude is like 2 times bigger than me. Big old arms. And what I kind of love, which is hilarious, is that homie did his presentation in jorts and a wife beater and was just chilling. And his cap, he was laughing. He was enjoying himself. So I thought that was cool that he was comfortable in his own skin, because when you make more money than everybody in the room, you can do whatever you want to do. So that was cool. Biggest takeaways, his wife was talking about more operations. So the same amount of time and energy we put into getting clients should be the same you put into finding the right people, because you can only scale so much. You're only one brain. You got to have the right people in place, and that's what can skyrocket you. Or Mosey was, of course, talking about making the right kind of offers. And then the last lady was apparently has a whole movie and basically ran like this poker ring, then got beat up by the mob, the whole nine. I don't really know what the point of her talk was, other than it was interesting, and I guess don't give up. So that was day 3. Right now, headed back on this long walk to the hotel, check in with the crew, and I think the mastermind group is trying to do like bowling later, so I may link up with them, and if not, oh well. Apparently there's some type of secret party tonight. Probably won't go to that, but we'll see. Why your faith so fragile, man? Let me talk to y'all.